Quality services delivered by quality people. That's what this show is all about, introducing you to the faces in our facilities, the crews in your community. Take a look at where I'm headed this week, a personal perspective in this week's Verbrugge View. The Sam H. Hobbs Water Treatment Plant was built back in 1973. It can produce up to 14 million gallons of treated, softened water each day. It operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Bloomington's water comes from deep underground aquifers and the Mississippi River. The plant treats, tests, and softens groundwater from 6 deep wells, with some supplemental water coming from Minneapolis. More than 85,000 tests are performed on Bloomington's water each year. And it consistently meets or exceeds all federal and state requirements. I'm here with Steve Verbrugge, a utilities supervisor in the Department of Public Works. And Steve, we have a couple questions to ask you. First of all, how did Bloomington earn the designation of Best in Glass?
So about a month ago, we entered a water contest at our annual AWWA Minnesota Section Water Conference. There was 2 rounds that we entered. The first round where the attendees voted, and the top 3 moved on to the second round. The second round consisted of a panel of 3 judges that ended up determining that Bloomington had the best water.
And do they do that based on clarity or taste or smell?
You know, it's all of the above. Yes, it's a warm sample so that the aroma and the taste is emitted.
Okay.
The cold water will actually mask it somewhat.
Really?
Yeah, so they tell you to bring in a warm sample.
What is it about our water that makes it so good?
You know, I think it's a 3-part answer. I believe, first of all, it's the water source. The second part would be the forethought from our city leaders many years ago that brought in this treatment process into the community. And then third of all is it's our operators and staff that are continually trying to put out the best product to our residents.
I'm glad that you mentioned our staff because they spend an awful lot of time making sure that the chemistry is just right.
That's true. 24 hours a day, 365 days out of the year, we're putting out good quality water.
So why do you think that our residents have so much pride in drinking water?
I think they realize that the water that comes out of their tap is a precious commodity. Through different media sources and maybe their adventures abroad, they've learned that this water isn't accessible, clean, and safe.
Not all water is created equal.
No.
So one of the things that we have seen is whenever we post stories about how great our water is, our residents share that, and it almost feels like they're taunting relatives or friends in other cities about how good the water is.
Yes. Yep.
This isn't the first time we've won the Minnesota section trophy, correct?
That is correct. This is our second win.
In the last couple of years.
Correct.
Now, this bigger one here is from where?
That is our national win. So in 2015, the fall of 2015, we had won the Minnesota section, and that allowed us to enter the 2016 national competition.
Well, thanks to Steve Verbrugge and all of our crew at the water treatment plant for showing us what is Minnesota's and America's best tasting drinking water. We hope that you learned a little bit today on the Verbrugge View, and I am going to send this off by saying cheers.